Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. Last time we left off, we went to go check up on Gumshoe and Kay. It seems like they didn't really get anywhere in terms of their investigation, but they do know that supposedly the Yagarasu first appeared here at the Albastian Rose Garden, where Alba was supposed to give a speech. So let's go ahead and do our investigation here. First off, we got this beautiful pool right in front of us. Maybe something's in it. There are roses scattered on the surface of the water, creating a pleasant fragrance. It's not just for aesthetics. This pool's water is also used in putting out fires. I see. Oh! The pool stopped filling itself automatically. The fountain spouts are set to stay open until the pool's water reaches a certain level. If this water is used to put out fires, I suppose it must be refilled to its normal level, which suggests that this pool was recently used somehow in this embassy. I guess I'll take some notes about it just in case. That does make okay. Oh God! Oh! How dare you surprise me like that? I'm sorry. Oh hey Edgy, thanks for what you did back there. Your gratitude alone is enough. Are you guys not wondering, why the hell are you in the pool? More importantly, Larry, this pool is not for your personal enjoyment. I know that! Did you really think I'm the type to just jump into a pool and swim around for fun? Yeah. See? You think so. Alright then. Did you by chance fall into the pool? Nice guess, but no dice. So you know my son, right, Edgy? Your son? Oh God! I guess I kind of lost sight of him when I shook hands with the ambassador. I'm pretty sure he was around here when I last saw him. You imbecile! How can you be so flippant? What? At a time like this, flippant? What are you gonna do if your son fell into the pool? Now, how old is this child of yours anyway? Huh? Oh, how old is he again? Larry, this is the first I've heard of a son. Who exactly is the mother? The mother? Oh, that chick! The Pink Princess! The Pink Princess? Miss Von Karma, I was a bit confused by this man's words for a bit there. However, I believe what he's looking for is the doll of the Iron Infant. Yep, because I'm still samurai through and through. Heart and soul. God, I thought you hooked up with an old bag or something. Ugh! Oh, never mind. And the Iron Infant is my cute little son. You have given a whole new meaning to the phrase, an astounding fool. Oh, yeah. Larry... Oh, there's Lang with his glasses up there. We have not seen hide nor hair of the Iron Infant. But rest assured that if we should find him, we'll let you know. Now, get out of there. Sounds good. In that case, I'll go search over there. Hey, wait! Well, it's not as if he'll get very far swimming around in that pool. And though he's unrelated to the murders, he sure knows how to cause a lot of trouble. Oh, Larry. Seriously, Larry, are you gonna say that all the time? Well, whatever. Ooh, look at this statue. Looks nice. The statue bears a resemblance to the Primadux statue. The plaque says King Primadux in a battlefield. In order to save the queen, the king put his life on the line and went to war. So Primadux was actually a person of royal blood? I thought he was simply someone imitating a character from an ancient legend. And what surprises me is what a real person who looked like the Steel Samurai existed. I suppose there's that as well. That is kind of cool. What else is... Ooh, there's a female statue right here. A statue of a woman. I wonder if the lady is pouring water. It says that it's a statue of the queen who spoke of love to King Primadux. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it seems that you are lousy at reading a woman's heart. I opened my mouth about a statue and she somehow made a leap to that? Jeez. Women, right? Ha ha ha, I'm just kidding. Okay, since Lang is here, might as well talk to him, I guess. He's going to yell at me. Have you finished checking out all the bystanders? Yes, sir! We found 14 counts of pickpocketing, 16 counts of illegal parking, 1 person ran a light, sir. Don't tell me you didn't find out anything related to the case. Sir, not a single thing, sir! Well, for now, let's just get those other lawbreakers down to the precinct. Really? You're gonna throw... Can't you just find them? Agent Lang? Well, if it isn't Mr. Prosecutor. I would just like to thank you for your assistance earlier. Make no mistake, it's not like I was trying to help you or like with what I did. After I left, did you receive word from Ambassador Alba? We're to wrap up our bodyguard assignment at the end of today. Oddly enough, we received word from HQ to return home on an urgent matter. As if I can be so easily called away from this case after I've come this far. I swear to I'll find the truth and drag it out screaming into the light. You're with me on that, right, Mr. Prosecutor? Well, I guess we might be. You were working as Ambassador Alba's bodyguard at the time, so naturally you witnessed when the Yatagarasu appeared, correct? Yeah, I saw that thief alright, with my own two eyes. The Yatagarasu was always there, lurking in the shadows, but when the spotlights were turned on for the Ambassador's speech, a shadow appeared. That's when cries off, "It's the Yatagarasu!" rang out. Next second, the spotlight went out, and by the time we got to the area lit up again, the deaf thief had vanished. When we investigated afterwards, we found that the reason the lights went out was because someone had unplugged the extension plug for all the outdoor electronics. Whether it was someone doing it on purpose, or simply a guest who had tripped all over it, we don't know. But one thing's for certain, the Yatagarasu was definitely here. So you're saying that basically all you saw was a thief's silhouette? Yes.
Objection!
If all you saw was a shadow, then it's entirely possible that the shadow belonged to someone else. Ha! Good thinking, sis. You just might be right. If it weren't for the fact that there was no one else with that same shape, not among the staff or the audience members. My men have already done a thorough check of everyone, so I know I'm right. Someone else's shadow? That sounds like a plausible hypothesis. We were talking about silhouettes before, so I wonder if that could be related. The suddenly appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. I believe I figured out its true origin. I expect no less from my subordinate. Now let's hear what you have on the subject. What really cast a shadow on the Yatagarasu? Now if you guys actually look here, I didn't examine this, but you see, to each statue, if I can... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, actually, I did want to do that, but not just yet, but whatever. I'll explain right here. Do you see there's a spotlight right next to the statue, and there's also another spotlight next to the other statue. Now, possibly, if they both lights are on and they both cast their shadows or silhouettes of both statues, then just possible, maybe, it could make an appearance of the Yatagarasu. That's my logical thinking. The suddenly appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. Is it not possible that it was created by the statue?
Objection!
Are you playing me for a fool, Miles Edgeworth? This statue bears absolutely no resemblance to the shadow of the Yatagarasu. You're correct. However, this statue is but one part of the whole picture. What do you mean by only one part? What is the other part of the real form of the Yatagarasu's shadow? And now, if we pan over here, you can see that there's another spotlight right next to this statue. So you combine these two together and you would think, hey, just maybe it will form the shape of the Yatagarasu. It's another statue? The Yatagarasu's shadow was made from the statues of these two... made of the shadows of these two statues. Made? What do you mean by that? Right now, the spotlights are all over the place. This is because they were moved when the guests were in a panicked state. However, if we were to restore the lights to where they were when the thief appeared, you believe that the two shadows will create the Yatagarasu's shadow. Precisely. Now then, watch as I reveal the true form of the Yatagarasu. First, if we set up a spotlight to cast a shadow of King Primadux in a battlefield, see, there you go, right there. The shadow of the king's statue would appear on the backdrop of the stage. Likewise, if we set a light up on the queen who spoke of love to King Primadux, her silhouette would also appear on the backdrop to the stage. Aha! So if we were to combine the two shadows, It looks nothing like the Yatagarasu shadow. Damn, I was close. Miles Edgeworth, how dare you explain this? How do you explain his grotesque shape? Calm down, Franziska. The way the light needs to be shown on the queen statue is wrong. What do you mean by that? I believe the whole of the king's shadow needs to be used for this to work. However, in the case of the queen, I don't believe her whole shadow is needed. Rather, the person who created the shadow only used one part of her shadow. Whatever. Only one part? Yes, and that one part alone is enough to fill in the rest of the Yatagarasu's shadow. So, let's take a look at... Yeah, okay, there's the green portion is the other shadow. Why didn't you say that in the first place? You're right. I apologize. Now, what part of the queen statue was used to complete the Yatagarasu's shadow? Well, if you look at the top, it looks like there's 5, like... There's no other way to say this, but like kind of like fingers. Like look at her, and look at the position of her hand right here. I think this goes directly with the other wing for the Yatagarasu, most likely. So this must be it. Think back to what is missing in our shadow. 5 long, thin areas, correct? Now, what does that remind you of? Ah! That's right. It can only be the shadow of the queen's left hand. Franziska, can we please adjust the spotlight's position so that it only shines in the queen's left hand? Alright, let's give it a try and see what we get. And boom goes the dynamite. It's... Yeah, this is exactly like the shadow I saw. The culprit must have changed the spotlight's positioning beforehand, and then pulled the plug on after people saw what the culprit wanted them to see. In their panic, the guests must have moved the spotlights around, which we can assume was also part of the culprit's plan. By the time the lights came back on, the Yatagarasu's shadow had vanished, which means that the shadow was a construct from the very beginning. So you see, the Yatagarasu never did visit Albast tonight. The only country that thief visited was Babel, although it can be assumed that the Yatagarasu had an accomplice in Albast. An accomplice? But who? I haven't figured that out just yet, but I assume it was the person who set up the shadow show. I sense that the biggest clue yet to solve in this case is the existence of this accomplice. And we now finished the investigation, and we got back a little piece of health that I lost from, in the last portion of the game, or a couple parts back. How's the investigation going? Who can this be? Oh, it's Bad. Detective Bad, have you come to join us investigating the Yatagarasu? I left a murder, an Agent Lang's charge, and my only target, from the very beginning, is the Yatagarasu. So yes. So, what have you found out? I got a piece of evidence. May I see it? Sure, but you might regret it. We're here because we are ready to face whatever may come. So if you please. When people heard a commotion, bystanders started gathering. And one woman claimed, "I'm telling you, I'm a genuine international journalist." She gave me an interesting picture. This must be Lada. A journalist? Well, actually, she's a freelance cameraman. This is a photo I got from her. Oh geez. What in the world? The Yatagarasu is flying through the air! The times, they're changing. It's not just man, but evidence. Even they lie to us now. When was this photo taken? Apparently, right after the fires on the 5th and 5th floors were put out. It was taken from a nearby building that you can see the embassy from. I see. So this was taken after the fire. That's very odd. The blur in this picture took off from the other embassy, flew over the boundary, and headed for the embassy of Albast. This is simply not possible. People are incapable of a flight. Is that a fact? I've had the pleasure of dealing with a case involving a flying person once. I think we know what he's... Wait a minute, I thought Francisco's the one who had to cover that case with Phoenix. Pretty sure it was her. Actually, come to think of it, I've come across a case like that as well. 2, actually. 2? I can only think of one. The one in the circus. Which one is freaking Edgeworth talking about? What's the other one Francisco's talking about? Oh, I seem to have forgotten. Oh well. It's there somewhere. Maybe it happens more often than we think. Am I up to the task of solving the mystery behind this photograph? Well, the Yatagarasu took off from the other embassy, so I should start from there. Francisco, I need to return to the other investigation for a bit. Alright. Alright, well, let's go over there then. I'll continue investigating on this side of the building. Alright, I'm counting on you. Back the other way. Oh, welcome back, Mr. Edgeworth. Now come on, let's get back to our investigation. Yes, let's. Were you waiting that whole entire time, Kay? Jeez. Okay, so investigation time. Oh, here we are. Boom. Alrighty, here we are in the still burnt office. To think, after all that running around, we're right back where we started. It would appear that way. Hi, Mr. Edgeworth! Have you found Manny's killer yet? I'm terribly sorry, Ambassador, but I have yet to find his killer. Then I guess his murder really was the work of the Yatagarasu. Let's get one thing straight. It was the work of the fake Yatagarasu. The real Yatagarasu is a noble vigilante who was only out to steal the truth. Miss Faraday, please don't make such a sad face. If there's anything I can do for you, all you have to do is ask, alright? Ambassador... Actually, there is one thing you can do. Will you allow us to take another look around? We didn't have enough time to conduct a thorough investigation earlier. Oh, sure! Please feel free to investigate to your heart's content. Also, there are a few questions I'd like to ask you personally, Ambassador. If it will bring a smile back to Miss Faraday's face, then I'll gladly answer. Thank you, sir. You're a total gentleman. You don't have to waste such nice words on me, little miss. Hey, sir, whatever. Those two sure get chummy awfully quickly. You know, it's easy to say we're going to investigate, but where should we begin? We should probably start by comparing the statue of this room before and after the fire. And then we should look into the matter of the suspicious person you spotted. Yeah, when I came into the room, the person was already gone. But I'm willing to bet that person was chasing is Mr. Coach's killer. We don't know that yet. However, it's hard to believe that person is unrelated. Furthermore, because the key of the Yatagarasu stole 7 years ago is found here, it signals that perhaps Miss Yu is also somehow involved. I knew it! That woman is almost definitely Mr. Cochin's killer. Yet again, we don't know that. There are too many mysteries to be solved in this case. Speaking of the Yatagarasu and mysteries, I received the most mysterious photo from Detective Bad. Uncle Bad? He's taking part in the investigation too? Yes, he's been chasing after Yatagarasu for all these years. Uncle Bad. Now then, I was told that this photo was taken just after the fire. What? This kind of looks like the person in the long coat I was chasing. Does this mean that I was chasing the fake Yatagarasu after all? I don't know the answer to your question, but I do think people can fly. I don't think people can fly either. But this could be how that person escaped. Well, we'll need to investigate a bit more before we can say anything about that. In any case, let's not dawdle anymore and pick our investigation where we left off. And we'll be doing that next time, guys. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. I'll see you guys later.